Life is full of stages and phases. Being able to handle each stage successfully helps us get on to the next without struggles. Everybody wants to live a long life, and the truth is that most persons want to grow old doing the same things they do, eating the same kind of foods they eat without restrictions, living life without having to change their ways or slow down or even stop a particular habit, especially if that habit makes them feel good. But as the saying goes, whatever has a beginning has an end. Dr. Juliana Ome is the name, and the topic for today is menopause. From the womb of the mother, a female baby already has the total number of eggs she needs for her lifetime. The remarkable thing is that these eggs are in their tender stage. They are not fully mature until the right time for the female to start menstruating, and that will be at puberty. These eggs are stored in a special sac inside the body called the ovary. Every female has 2 ovaries, one on the right, the other on the left. Now, when this female child gets to puberty, from that moment, she starts losing her eggs in group until her ovaries are empty. Her menstruation finally stops. Like we stated in our previous health talks, menopause is like pausing the menstruation of a woman permanently. Menopause is a biological process in every woman's life. Once this phase begins, her fertile days are far spent. This happens between 45 and 55 years of age. On the average, at 52 years, most women stop seeing their menstrual flow. Now, in as much as a woman's fertility drops as she experiences the symptoms of menopause, a woman still needs to be careful if she does not want more children, because around the menopause time, pregnancy can still be achieved since menstruation has not finally stopped. But the moment a woman completes 12 months without menstruation, it marks the end of her natural ability to bear a child, and that woman is said to have reached menopause. Some women experience menopause at an earlier age, while some do so at later age. But when a woman experiences menopause before the age of 40 years, it is called premature menopause. We shall come back to this before the end of the health talk. Please stay tuned. For one to say a woman has reached her menopause, she must have spent 12 complete months without menstruating, remember. And once the process of menopause begins, it is not reversible. A woman's menstruation does not return years after she has reached menopause. Any bleeding from the vagina experienced by a woman who has already attained menopause is a cause for immediate medical attention. Please, that woman should see the doctor immediately. Don't wait at all. The moment you notice blood stain in your underwear after you have reached menopause, go see your doctor. Don't wait. Delay may be dangerous. For us to understand what happens in the body of a woman, I will explain a little on one of the hormones and how it works. Estrogen is a hormone of the female body, and it serves some purposes in almost every part of the body. For estrogen to work, just like a charger or a plug that will need a socket with power supply, likewise, the body needs a socket for estrogen to work. And the thing that serves as a socket in the human body is called a receptor. Every part of a woman's body has receptors for estrogen. The brain, the heart, the breasts, the bones, the ovaries, the vagina, and so on. As estrogen is released into the blood, it flows to the part of the body where the receptors are located, and it does its own work. During the fertile days in a woman's life, the hormones produced by her body maintain her system. Her complexion is glowing, her heart is supple, her blood vessels are open and clean, her brain capacity is top-notch, and there's this calmness in her system until she reaches the age of menopause, and her hormones gradually reduce. And finally, the supply of these hormones stops, and the whole body feels like it's been cooked with some invincible fire system. The woman starts noticing internal heats, hot flushes, mood disorders, poor sleep, and so on. These symptoms build up gradually, sometimes 5 years before menopause finally happens. The symptoms are already being experienced. So menopause does not just happen. It takes a period of time. Now, the reason for these symptoms are very direct. Considering all the works of estrogen in the body, it makes sense to state that the moment estrogen is no more supplied in the body will notice that something has been taken away from it. So we can see that menopause affects the entire body system of a woman. I hope that at the end of this health talk, we'll be able to pick up vital information and be better prepared for this stage of life. Now, the commonest symptoms of menopause are irregular menstruation. Some women, when menopause is approaching, they tend to experience shorter interval between their monthly flow, then it becomes longer, then the pattern can no longer be predictable, then it finally stops. Another one is hot flushes and night sweats. The way hot flushes come is such that a feeling of heat wave comes from within the body and goes up to the head and is followed by sweating and great discomfort. It can be very discomforting. But the good thing is that with time, hot flushes go away. The body seems to adjust to the whole process and adapt to the new normal. So women also experience sleepless nights. Some mood changes. Some women easily get upset during their menopause. They are unable to tolerate as much as they used to when they were younger. Some experience loss of concentration. There's forgetfulness. It feels as if the memory is no longer as sharp as it used to be. Some people experience joint pains, pain during sexual intercourse. Most times women do not want to open up. But one common symptom they feel is pain during sexual intercourse with their husbands. This is because there's shrinking and dryness of the vagina during menopause as estrogen is withdrawn. And this greatly affects their sex drive. There are remedies for this particular symptom, and I will share this before the end of the health talk. Just stay with us. Another symptom is inability to hold urine when they are pressed. They almost feel as though they wee on themselves. Some of them experience frequent urinary tract infections. The skin feels dry, the bones are weaker. Meanwhile, some women do not necessarily experience symptoms during their menopause. They notice that menstruation has stopped and life goes on. I saw a patient last week in the clinic, and then we needed to talk about some things, so I wanted to counsel her. And then I asked her about menopause. I mentioned menopause to her, and she told me the only thing she noticed was that her menstruation stopped. No hot flushes, no mood swings. It just happened, and she's moving on very calmly. So yes, some women actually experience menopause without all the symptoms. They just have a smooth transition in. Menopause comes with some health conditions, and I think we need to know about them. The first one is heart diseases. In the body, there are good cholesterols and there are bad cholesterols. Every human has both the good and the bad cholesterol. And heart diseases are connected to high quantity of bad cholesterol and low quantity of the good cholesterol. Now, one of the functions of estrogen in a woman's body is to increase the good cholesterol and reduce the bad cholesterol. So when a woman experiences menopause, this beautiful function of estrogen is lost. And the chances of developing heart diseases will increase because the quantity of good cholesterol will drop. One very common heart disease women can experience during menopause is hypertension. Hypertension is a silent killer. People who have it go about their normal activities without symptoms until something happens and they get to the hospital, or they develop complications and they come to see a doctor. That is when they will now know that they've been having high blood pressure. This is not to scare anyone or to increase your fears about growing old, but the commonest cause of stroke is uncontrolled hypertension. And 1 out of every 4 persons will suffer from stroke. It is that common. Doing internal medicine posting as a young doctor has given me a cause for concern. Do you know that every day in the hospital we have a new patient with stroke? Some days 3 new patients newly diagnosed, both men and women. That's scary. So please, women, during menopause, something as simple as checking your blood pressure regularly will help, or even getting an ECG done will help. It will help to know how your heart is functioning. ECG is electrocardiography. It's a harmless test to help to check the electrical activity of your heart. And if you're already hypertensive or diabetic or have one condition or the other, please stay faithful to your doctor's instructions and use your medications consistently. Another condition is bone problems. Estrogen also maintains the bone of a woman. It helps it to be strong and firm. Once the body stops producing estrogen during menopause, the bones start getting weaker and they can easily break. This condition is called osteoporosis. This is the time to eat foods rich in calcium and to see your doctor once you have any complaints at all. Wear good footwear to avoid falling down. Then obesity. Women tend to add on weight with menopause. Another condition is prolapse of the womb. Prolapse of the womb is a condition where the woman feels as if her womb is falling out through the vagina. This is seen in women who have given birth before. This happens because the muscles and ligaments holding the womb in place are weak at this stage. And of course, this can be taken care of. Just see your gynecologist. A lot of women go into menopause unprepared. Menopause is a natural process and it must happen in every woman who lives up to that age. Don't be caught unawares. One of the ways to better handle the stage is having the proper knowledge. Now let's begin with how to handle hot flushes. Simple things like wearing light clothes made of cotton materials can help. Avoid those thick clothes, avoid them. Then a woman during menopause should make hairstyles that are not too thick or so full, something light. The use of hand fans or those fans that have batteries or the rechargeable fans, something like this. This can also help, Try and make your space cool by using air conditioners in your bedroom, your car, your office. Have your can of chilled water with you. It will help you cope with these symptoms because the hot flushes come from inside the body. So if you can condition the outer environment to be cool, it will greatly help you. Now to sleepless nights. How do we handle sleepless nights? So women experience sleepless nights during menopause, and here are some tips to help you. Number 1, maintain a particular bedtime. For example, if you choose 10 p.m. as your bedtime, once it is 10 p.m., go and lie down, whether you're feeling sleepy or not. And then have a particular time for waking up. Once the alarm goes off, stand up and get out of bed so that you maintain a particular sleep time. It just has a way of working with your circadian clock, the part of your brain that regulates sleep, so that it just masters that as your sleep time. It should be very helpful. Try and maintain a particular sleeping time. 2, eat your last meal early before your sleeping time so that it will digest properly. You can't sleep well with a full tummy. Then drink less water once bedtime is closed to avoid waking up multiple times to use the bathroom. So that as much as possible, once sleep begins, you don't interrupt it. Avoid watching televisions or using your phones while in the bedroom. One common mistake people make out of habit is to check their WhatsApp messages while lying down, to reply some messages online or some mails before they go to sleep. This will keep your brain active and it will delay sleep from coming. Once you lie down, turn off your phones. You can pick up a book instead and make sure it's a hard copy book, not the one on a device. If you must read something to help you sleep off, read a book in a hard copy, please. Maintain a dark, quiet and a cool room. Let your bedroom be for sleep only. It helps condition your whole being for sleep. Okay? Now to the general tips on how to cope with menopause. Adjust your lifestyle to suit this period. The major areas that need adjustments are your diets and your daily activities. Eat more of vegetables and fruits. Avoid foods that will make you add on weight. You don't need the excess fat. My formula for healthy eating habits is to replicate the colors of rainbow on your plates. Take advantage of all the beautiful foods and fruits in nature. Take a little bit of all of it all and enjoy yourself. Adding on so much weight will only cause more problems. Research has shown that women who are obese have more flushes than women who are not obese. Make out time to exercise. It can be something as simple as walking a distance every morning and then be consistent with it. Of course, you should eat food rich in calcium like soy milk, fish. This will help with your bones. Then drink lots of water, especially during the day. Avoid sitting down for too long, especially if you are retired from official work. Get busy. Create something to keep you active. Don't sit down all day watching television and using your phones. Organize something for the younger women like us. Start a mentoring session or be a volunteer for some organization. Just engage your mind and body. I promise you will feel better. And this will distract you from what is happening inside of you. Another important tip is to stop smoking. Cigarettes will make menopause more problematic. Stop smoking and then reduce alcohol intake. Make use of lubricants during sexual intercourse to help with vaginal dryness. Just go to the stores, supermarkets, and get some of these lubricants. They are helpful and harmless. They will help you because you don't have to stay away from sexual intercourse because you're going through menopause. Enjoy intimacy with your spouse as much as possible. Just get a lubricant to help you. There's also the option of hormone replacement therapy. Some women use hormones to make the body have the feeling of still producing the hormones, but there are side effects associated with this therapy. The chances of some cancers increase with the use of hormone therapy. Please, women who have cancers like cancer of the breast, cancer of the womb are advised to stay away from hormone therapy. Some women make use of natural methods of coping with this stage like meditation, acupuncture, praying more, going to the church, yoga, spending time with nature. Just keep yourself happy. These things will help you. Try them out. Now, what happens when menopause comes before the expected age? When a woman stops seeing her menstruation for 1 complete year before the age of 40 years, it is called premature menopause. This is seen in women who smoke cigarettes. It is also seen in women who have gone through some treatments like chemotherapy or radiotherapy to the pelvic region. Women who have gone through any operation affecting the ovaries can also undergo premature menopause. While in some women, there may be no specific cause, just like in persons who start their menstruation very early without a cause. It just happens that some women also experience premature menopause without a cause. Sometimes their mother had early menopause, their sister had early menopause, their relatives. So it's just like a family thing. So if menopause is premature, what do you do? Remember that once the process of menopause begins, it is not reversible. Women who are less than 40 years, who are already experiencing symptoms of menopause, but wish to have their own children, are advised to see the gynecologist immediately. You will be better guided and given remedies to help you. For example, there's the option of donating eggs for IVF. That way you can have a child of your own because the egg is yours. I watched my mom go through menopause. I've also attended to patients going through symptoms of menopause. And I can categorically say that menopause is best handled as a family affair. Women who are supported by their families cope better with this stage of life. What every woman needs at this stage is compassion, more love, some extra care and attention. And she'll go through the transition with little or no struggles. Dear women, please be kind to yourselves. Menopause is a family affair. Everyone who cares about you should know about your situation. In many homes, women take care of everyone but themselves. Women, please open up to people who care about you, especially your spouses or your children or your close friends. When you make your health condition known to those around you, you will get the care that you deserve. If you wake up and you're not feeling strong enough, communicate. If possible, call the office and ask for a day off. Growing old may not be so attractive to a lot of people, but accepting that we have to get to that stage makes it easy for us to cope. We need to go old gracefully. And this starts with accepting the stage and then prepare for it and then give it the attention it deserves. And before that stage finally comes, work on your relationships, build and maintain your support systems, make some savings for this period, plan for it. If possible, make and schedule a vacation for this stage. If possible, read more about it, like you're listening to this health, or get more information to help you. I hope this information helps someone today. Once again, it's your favorite health talk personnel on YouTube, Dr. Juliana Ome. I keep forgetting. I hope you subscribe to our channel and to share the videos. Of course, like it. And then use the comment section for your questions and your comments. I will attend to them as quickly as possible. I love you all and see you again.